Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Halo, and welcome back to Not Your Gatekeepers Show. And today we got a special guest slash co-host. Now, this man is a rapper, a producer, and CEO of Red Ribbon Records.
That's right.
It's my pleasure to introduce JackpotP. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, yo?
Now, before we get into it, we're going to give you a little snippet of what JackpotP got. He just dropped the album,
Yeah,
a big album, Fortress 2.
Yeah, just dropped my beat album, Portraits by P. 2. It's on all platforms, beat stores as well. Check it out. All stores. Anywhere you want to get it, iTunes, Amazon, however you consume it, SoundCloud, it's all there. Go ahead, go consume that.
Check it out, keepers. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Now, JackpotP is not only a rapper, but he's a producer, and he's worked with several big name artists. Now, we're going to get right into it. Jackpot, Portraits 2, and the journey that got you to this point.
Oh, Portraits 2. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I've been working on Portraits 2 since the pandemic.
Okay.
I had a lot of studio time. I just moved here to this house. So I started really getting into sample chopping and stuff like that. Portraits 1 was crazy, so this was just a follow-up. So I had a lot of time to really sit down, sift through samples and stuff like that. Shout out to TrackLib. I got on TrackLib early. And man, like there's, anybody who likes to sample and chop up beats, definitely go to TrackLib. Because the majority of the album, I got a lot of TrackLib samples from there and just got to chopping up and making. Like, I like to really tell stories with my tracks and stuff like that, with my beat albums and stuff like that. Like, so it's like basically like a story from beginning to end. No words, it's just that and the third. So I just really try to really outdo it this time. The part 1 was really, really good. I didn't think I could top it, but I think this one really topped it. I always try to top everything that I'm doing normal. You know what I'm saying? I try to do better than I did the last time, but I think I really hit it on the buzzer this time.
I've been listening to Portraits 2, and I'm impressed from what I'm hearing. Now, where do you get some of your influence when you do these beats? Because I've seen you do things from scratch, and you've made sugar from shit. You know what I mean? So, like, how does your process go? How do you get to the point where you know, okay, this is the sound that I need?
Well, I watch a lot of films, a lot of anime, and I play a lot of video games, especially like RPGs. So everything to me is a story. Even with my albums, when I do albums, like there's a story, there's a concept behind what I'm trying to present, whatever the case may be. So, mainly there has to be an intro and there has to be an outro. You feel what I'm saying? And how you get from point A to point B, I try to make it as magnificent of a story that keeps people bonded. And that's what I like, because a lot of people who listen to my beat albums, they be like, wow, because it's like you really listening to a movie from start to finish with no words. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just like, give it up. If I honestly really got kind of this idea of doing beat albums like that from I got a lot of influences like Fat John. He's a producer that did a lot of stuff for like Cartoon Network with the New Jabees and stuff like that. With a lot when they were doing like a lot of Tsunami stuff.
Yeah.
So he was digging in the crates early, and I used to just listen to beat albums and stuff like that. And I always said, you know what, I want to do something. And then also Daft Punk.
Okay.
They did the Stella 5555, I think what it's called, but they did like an anime movie.
All right.
And it was just like, a production from start to finish, and that shit was crazy. So I always try to like really, capture like a real story, like, what I'm saying, when I'm doing my beat albums and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But those are definitely my inspiration.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. I see. So Tell the people. I know you've been in the game doing this for a long time. Tell the people how long have you been rapping and producing?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been doing this for about I'm gonna give or take and say 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My main journey, honestly, with this music thing is just learning. Like I got a knack for learning things. You understand?
Okay.
So I came up from the Fruity Loops era when that shit was first started coming out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I started like just really, doing things for my friends, you know what I'm saying, at first, this, that, and third, but then I started like really, really, really getting serious after a certain point, and like I could really get deep into it, but yeah, I've been doing it for a long time, and my main goal is always to really be able to help teach and learn and things of that nature, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like doing albums and stuff like that, but I also like creating for other people. I like, I love hearing people on my beats, doing projects for people, so, you know what I mean? And I've done a lot. I work with damn near almost everybody in Coney Island, like at least in some way, shape, or form, or fashion with my beats throughout the years.
Okay.
So I just love producing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's a deeper story behind that, but on another time we can get on to it.
Now, speaking of producing, I'm glad you brought that up. I don't know if you heard, Conner McGregor.
Okay.
He has a music label now, and it's called Greenback Records.
Greenback, right.
Okay. Now he's signed acts as, I think it was Exhibit.
I think it's Exhibit. If I'm not mistaken,
Kodak Black.
I heard Kodak Black. That's when I heard it. I heard that he signed Kodak Black. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, that's I'm a little confused about the deal.
But personally, it's like I feel like running a record label is tough. I mean, Conner has a lot of money, especially after the motherfucking Floyd shit.
Yeah.
Bread. So, I mean, listen, running a record label is hard. You know what I'm saying? I say this on the Exhibit note. Exhibit is a more experienced artist. He's much more older. He knows what to do. He doesn't have to be babysat, things of that nature. And not to mention, the song that he just dropped recently was dope. I forgot the name of it, but there's a video out for it, and the shit was fire. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was thinking. Like, why did he lean towards the older MCs and stuff like that? Because the only young guy he signed was Kodak Black, and he also got Bone Thugs and Harmony.
If he got Bone Thugs and Harmony, let me tell you something.
They're coming out a new album too.
Yeah.
Really? On the Greenback?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is just my perspective because I'm an older dude.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, regardless of what, when you're doing something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever type of business that you got, us older dudes, especially people that's in their 30s, 40s, whatever, we have a lot of experience. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of maturity. So he can probably trust in giving money to Exhibit, knowing that Exhibit been around the business, knows how to rap, knows what to do, knows how to make a good song, knows how to make a good video, and has the knowledge of what it takes to make an album and to be an artist and really do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? With the younger artists, it's just more difficult because these kids are not mature.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? The content that they're talking about is very inexperienced. You feel what I'm saying? So you're not getting music that you can really make money off of, and then having a younger artist it could be like a commodity at some point because anything can happen to this kid. This kid can get in trouble, go to jail. That becomes an issue if you invest the money into it. The kid could die. You feel what I'm saying? That there's no return unless whatever. But it's like, plus our rappers that's in that age range, we're still into writing stories and song making and stuff like that. Where it's like a lot of these kids, they're just doing songs just because they can. So that's the type of music that you're getting. So the quality might not be more or less like, okay, boom, like, there's trap and drilling, like the drill more or less, but you can't take some of these songs and play them in a movie or play them at a baseball game in a stadium. It's hard for them to get shows and things of that nature because of the content of their music. You know what I'm saying? yeah, there's this opening, there's a listening for that. But as far as somebody like a Conor McGregor, if he's like opening up a record label, I would assume that he would want to like get mature people that he can run his label with. That he knows that he invests the money's gonna go the right way. Same thing with Snoop. Snoop just acquired motherfucking Death Row.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
so
True.
you can see the artists that he's hiring. There's, people that he knows that can do the job. You know what I'm saying? Young people, don't get it twisted. They can be experienced and stuff like that. But this is not a situation where we're getting like a young person that's like a Nas when he was young.
That's true.
Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just my perspective.
Now, you being from Conor McGregor position, because you're the CEO of Rebel Records. Well, how do you feel about the UMG Atlantic merger when it comes to streaming and Spotify? Like, how do you feel about that? How do you think it's gonna affect?
You know what? Let me tell you something, man. Let me like when it comes down when it comes down to streaming, right? Like, okay, I explain this to my artists and everybody that I know that does music, and I try to tell them like, yo, listen, man, streaming is cool, but in a nutshell, start selling your music for what it's worth. You feel what I'm saying? If it's $10, if it's $20, $30, my beat album is in my stores, not you know what I mean? It's $30. Okay? It's $30 if you want to own my beat album and take it and put it on whatever device you want, put it on and play it, this, that, and the third. When you fuck with this iTunes, right? And us as local artists, we streaming on iTunes, we not getting no money. You feel what I'm saying? And I can pull up some shit and show you, nigga. I got over 4 million streams, and it can only show you that I only allocated like $1,000, $2,000. You know what I'm saying? So with this merger shit, it don't really fucking matter. It's just more or less like when it comes down to local artists, we're not gonna, that Spotify shit don't matter to us. Local artists don't make enough money to cut it for Spotify or Apple Music to cut us any type of checks or anything like that. Like I said, I got like almost I think it's 4.7 million streams, and I can only see like 1,100, and that's just off of one distributor. You feel what I'm saying? So there's not really no money in streaming for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had the Dat Piff at one point, and we had like, different outlets, you know what I'm saying, before streaming got into play, Trump in the Car CDs and stuff like that, where we was getting by with just bootlegging our own shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the streaming don't do us no good. You know what I'm saying? It honestly, the streaming shit makes it more or less like a hobby for the fucking for the regular artist. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I tell people, start selling your own shit. There's mad different ways. Tune into my Facebook channel, and starting this month, I'm gonna show y'all guys different ways that you can package your music up and sell it, not just CDs, but different ways where people can actually get the physical copy of your CD, a physical copy of your album in some way, shape, or form, and still be able to listen to it on your iPhones and things of that nature. So that way, when you out there and you putting your music out, and you got a fan base of people that really, really fuck with you, Nick, trust me, where I'm from, I've seen people spend $10, $20, $30 on some of the most ridiculous shit. So they'll support you if you got something physical to give them. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. But as far as the merger goes, not to even jump off it, I believe that they're doing it because, Spotify is funny. Spotify, it's like they make a lot of money and only certain people get money. Okay, so here's how it works in my mind. Okay, and anybody can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But when it comes down to the streaming, right?
Yeah.
This whole shit with Drake and Kendrick that Drake is suing UMG for is because these niggas inflated Kendrick's song that said he was a pedophile on.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm reading in the dockets.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let me explain something when it comes down to streaming. Okay. In order for you to there is no fucking way that you can fucking get those type of streams without bots. I did the math. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So even if everybody in the country was listening to certain rappers at the same fucking time, not only would it not work, but it's like those streams when it wouldn't make sense. So it's like, so how it works is like whoever gets the most streams gets the most payoff from Spotify, right? Spotify or whatever. Okay,
So hold on. So do you think Drake actually has an argument here? Like when it comes to the
of
one
course
side
he has a
of it?
fucking argument, and to be honest with you, this is what the argument is.
Okay.
When Drake was popping, you understand what I'm saying? For him to be number one on any fucking platform, whether it be Spotify, iTunes, stuff like that, you would have to have pre-streams. Okay, so boom, Drake to be number one, right, on fucking any network, you have to have they have to use robots for that.
Okay.
You understand? For him to pop up on the front screen and this, that, and the nature, you have to use bots for that. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, and these bots boost these niggas up so that these niggas can have a certain amount of streams. It's the same way that they used to pay the radio. So now you just paying Spotify to boost the streams for you. You feel what I'm saying? And they can do it because these niggas got servers in the basement that fucking house all your music.
Yeah,
millions and billions of fucking music files. So they can use these same servers to have how many X number of accounts and just be listening to this motherfucker all day. You feel what I'm saying? And playing all day. And then you got the fans playing shit. So now it's like when shit's the fan, like when Drake was killing niggas, because like now when he come out with a beef with Meek Mill, supposedly Drake got like a what the fuck they said? He was like the best diss song of all time. He almost they got an award for it.
Back to back.
Okay?
Yeah.
So at that point, you know what I'm saying, you can only assume that whoever's like investing into Spotify, right?
Yeah.
They'll invest into the bots to make sure that this nigga come out on top every fucking time. And here's the fucked up thing about it though, right? They say a certain amount of streams you be platinum, right?
Yeah.
Now, to me, if you go platinum and your CD is $10, right?
Yeah.
Or if you got a platinum single and you sell 1 million copies, let's just say a song, it's $1 million, right? So boom. When these niggas say your single go platinum,
yeah,
that has to mean that $1 million was generated. At least. But in the streaming number case, you would never know. Because streams are like at a half a penny, but a half a penny or percentage of a penny.
It's a shilling.
You know what I'm saying?
Like literally a shilling.
You know what I'm saying? So if you go and find them and they only dishing you a percentage of a penny, because 1 million streams or whatever case may be will only equal up to like certain. It's like basically the shit is very fucking confusing. The more I talk about it, the more confusing that it gets. So basically, with him supposedly suing these niggas, they supposedly gonna have to. No, actually, he's not suing them. He's asking them for an audit. And when you do an audit, it's gonna show how much where the money be going, how much money come in, how many subscribers be coming in, how much the payout be. That's what the audit is. It's to show what's coming in, what's going out, this, that, and the third, and how the money is being distributed. And from that point, they can see under that data if they purposely inflated Kendrick Lamar's streams, which, you know, I don't know what he's going to do after that because he's going to be definitely guilty of doing the same shit. And everybody who's doing it is going to be guilty of doing the same shit. But that's where we at with the streaming game. And this is why local artists will never get a fair shake when it comes to streaming because, like, these niggas control the money of the streaming. It's to the point where you can have some shit on Spotify and we can really be listening to your music. But the money that supposed to go to you from us listening to your music don't even go to you. It go to whoever the top people is. Yeah. And they might not even have enough after that to pay you. So it's a wishy-washy game, and to me it's a lose-lose. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it.
No, that's kind of crazy, the concept of that. Like, you really got to be on point.
Yeah.
You really got to.
It's real. You know the music business is shady.
Yeah, on God.
You know music business. You got to be strong in this motherfucker, man.
Speaking of shady, all right. Speaking of shady, I don't know if you've been into stuff like that. You heard about the whole Remy Ma Clarissa Shields?
I heard about that, man.
Yeah, all right, look. Yo, it's funny because like the whole time I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, Papoose is a different kind of dude, bro. Like your first, not your first, but you went from Remy Ma to Clarissa Shields. Like that's I don't know, like that's a different breed of dude right there. I don't know if I can do that, but like, how do you feel about the back and forth between them two? You think it's justified because he did hold it down? Like that's what everybody's thinking.
Look, man, I'm gonna say it like this, man. Regardless of what's going on, if the chicks is out there and they fighting in the street and they're making a ruckus, they no good. And I don't give a damn. Like, look, here's my question.
What the fuck is that?
Here's my question. Like me, no, because I see females in a different type of way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And regardless of what your profession is, okay, regardless of whatever they're fighting for, okay, if you can't get in that kitchen, right, and motherfucking get that macaroni and cheese bubbling,
who gonna tell Clarissa Shields to get mac and cheese bubbling? If she don't want
a real nigga, like, listen, man. But I seen they had a picture with her with the plate. Now, if that's the case,
I seen that too.
It's a win-win situation. But
the plate that looks good though.
Here's the deal: you got two professional females. Okay. I would say Clarissa is more professional, but when you got a chick with a profession, it's like it's not to say that I don't like females with professions, but if you're if your profession takes you away from the home, that's a problem. And that's what be happening. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know what happened where Remy even got access to the other dude, how that even happened. Was it work related? I don't know. I don't know. But here's the deal. Females
work related niggas is crazy.
Females like Remy Ma, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. Females like Remy Ma is just spooky. They spooky because they only really date niggas that they know that, God forbid, if anything happens, this nigga ain't really going to do nothing. You understand what I'm saying?
So hold up, do you get that from Pap though? You think he that type of nigga?
I don't think he's that type of dude, but I do think Remy is that type of chick. Like, you know what I'm saying? So even the other nigga that she fuck with, I believe she probably thinks what's that guy's name?
Easy the block captain.
I think she probably thinks she could beat him up. But God forbid if anything happens, she probably can control that nigga. She might be scared of her.
Cause I'm definitely sure she could beat Papoose up. So
he might be scared of her.
You think that's his type? Huh? You think that's his type? You just like
no, let me tell you something.
Barbaric women.
There's some don't get it twisted. There's some chicks, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause this one, it's one thing for a nigga to talk to the female ear and try to get some booty, but there's some chicks that's talking niggas out of sausages, and it's like that type of chick that'll try to thug you into the intercourse, bro. Or thug you into the intercourse, and now her baby father knocking you out.
Are you just thugged in the sex?
No, because that's what it seems like the type of person that she is. It seems like she's one of the type of females that's like, you know what?
What that big dude, nigga?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? She seen that buck teeth nigga like, yeah, man, let me holler at you real quick, man.
Oh, my God.
That's what sloppy toppy for me.
Nah, bro. We can't do no Papoose slander,
but no, I don't. Listen, I'm not going to slander Papoose. The thing is, I consider Papoose to be a very intelligent dude.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm not dissing him at all. You know what I'm saying? Here's the deal. when you an intelligent dude and you go for that intelligent figure,
Yeah.
most females don't really like that because when you talk to them and you just trying to teach them, it's like they probably feel like you trying to talk bad on them.
Yeah, or emasculate them.
You know what I'm saying? Because here's the truth. Here's the truth. And I know I'm going to blow a lot of people's minds with this opinion, but girls stop growing mentally at 14. Okay?
You think so?
No, I know so. It's scientific. Like, listen, girls stop mentally growing at 14. So at 14, you get what you're going to get from the female. Of course, she's going to get older, but she's not going to get too much smarter and wise, like instinct wise. This is why when you get into a relationship with a female, you tend to more or less argue a female down, and when you haven't trying to prove point, because sometimes, like most females' mentality stop at 14. So that's about as grown as you're gonna get. And you've seen that because we've been to high school and had grown ass females, 14, 15, and they be thugging us out because they absorbed a lot of knowledge within that time. Okay, so now in the case with Remy Ma, it's like she looks like one of those type of people that don't get into a situation that she couldn't control. Hence, that's probably one of the reasons why this nigga was like, holding her down or whatever the case may be, because he's a real guy.
I believe so. Like
he's smart, but females don't really like the smart dudes. You feel what I'm saying? No female, like, listen, man. Like I know for a fact I've been gifted in town. You know what I'm saying? Even amongst crowds of individuals, nobody wants to give props to the smart guy. Okay, this is the reason probably why, and I'm not even saying that his rap career didn't really go too well. You feel what I'm saying? But people like Pat Poose and people like Lupe Fiasco, these are cases of rappers that's too good, like that's too good to the point where they can't even be profitable. Yeah. Because they're so good at what they do that they can't even make a profit. Like they're just above and beyond. Like they shouldn't even be doing this. They should be teaching the class. You feel what I'm saying? So, because nobody wants to give props to the smart dude. You know what I'm saying? True. They did it with Nas, and they seen that, and they say, we ain't doing it no more. We're not doing it no more. He'd be the only one. You know what I'm saying? Because, these smart intellect dudes that give females people on point, smart intellect dudes, organized, you know what I'm saying? They strategizing, like, you know what I'm saying? And they don't want no niggas strategizing this and the third. And, females are really not attracted to that shit nowadays. They're not attracted to the intellectual niggas. So that's why, she went with the fake thug nigga. She know this nigga ain't no real gangster, but she know she can control this nigga. I can get some man, he gonna do this, that, and dirty, take the bullet, fucking, he died.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? That's what I be looking like.
But the boxing chick is probably a good chick with a good head on her shoulder. She's boxing now. She's at the peak of her career. She can stop doing that and go home and scramble them eggs up and all that stuff like that.
See,
but as far as a fight,
I don't see Clarissa in the scrambled up to eggs. I'm not saying she can't do it.
Nah, she look like she can cook. I don't see that. Bro. She look like she can cook. She just can fight. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. But even with her, it's like I don't think she's the type of chick that's gonna want a dude that's gonna knock her around. That's why they get the intellectuals. They figure the intellectuals are weaker dudes. And that's why, this is one of the reasons why I feel like females go with intellectual dudes. I think they do it because they feel like these dudes are weaker versus going out with a nigga that will slap the shit out you for doing something wrong. And,
but that's the thing though. I can't see nobody slapping the shit out of Remy Ma or Clarissa Shields. Well, either one of them.
And this is why they can have multiple niggas. This is why they can do that. You feel what I'm saying? And get away with it. And go shopping and still it is what it do, man. Most props to everybody in that situation.
Yeah, word. I ain't gonna lie. Pat a different nigga.
A lot of money circulating around.
Salute to Pat. That's definitely an upgrade though, man. You got an Olympic medalist.
Yeah.
World champion.
Yeah, but and then another thing, man, these females probably got more money than the niggas that's fighting. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I definitely think Chris got more bread.
Oh, she definitely got a lot of money.
On
Definitely
God.
got a lot of money, man.
On God. That's a fact. Yeah, but that's crazy. But I ain't gonna hold you. Yo, so to get into the topic of events and stuff like that, because I want to hit certain cultural hotspots.
Mm-hmm.
All right, how do you feel about the guy getting off for the choking on the subway?
Listen, let me tell you something.
For the people that don't know the story, give them context.
All right, so basically the dude said homeboy was wilding out on the train.
Yeah, homeless.
Homeless dude was wilding out on the train, right? And that basically he was so hostile that he had to choke him to death. Now, I didn't say he had to choke him to death. But basically that's what happened. He choked him and basically killed him. Okay. First of all, I used to ride the subway a lot. The niggas be on the train. They don't really hurt nobody. Some of us just ignore it, put headphones on. Ain't nothing like, what I'm saying? So for the dude to choke him, and then not only choke him and kill him, that was a bad thing. Here's what I'm going to say. Had the family had proper legal representation,
okay,
it would have been a total different story.
Of the victim.
Yeah, because look, you had the cop that choked out Eric Gardner. He got indicted for it.
That's true.
Okay, a chokehold is a fucking chokehold, but nigga, so, and I'm not even trying to give the NYPD the big up, but if a cop couldn't get locked up for that, what's this guy's story? You feel what I'm saying?
Well, he did have military background.
That don't mean nothing, bro. Like, people always think that military background means something. If you're not on duty, you're not on duty. You're a regular civilian, nigga. You can't. Let me tell you something. I know some niggas, right? Yes, I can, because I know some niggas, right? You would think a nigga took his ass out there to Iraq and come back with them fucking Iraq. Yeah, them niggas had me in Afghanistan, chilling, man. I was out there, man. I was bored, man. Bitch, fuck. All type of jarhead shit, and they come back, right? And these niggas can't even get a gun license. I'm like, yo, so you got the chopper? No, I can't handle guns. I'm like, what you mean you can't handle guns? I don't got a gun license. So I said, so you went out there and them niggas gave you the hammer. But when you came back, you gotta go fill out registration. Yeah, you look crazy, you gave it.
You gotta do all that.
So I'm like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? When you not in the armed forces, okay, you get certain privileges, but it's not like if you're not active, you feel what I'm saying? Like you're just not active. I don't even know why they even brought it up. First of all, bringing it up that the nigga was in the army even make it worse, because that means, you know how to do the chokehold, nigga. You knew how to, because God forbid, your ass was out there in Germany with the wild gown niggas, you know what I mean? You know, them bison niggas, So why you gonna do that to a Michael Jackson dude? First of all, the nigga mad tall, son. The nigga look like Larry Bird, son. Like this nigga mad tall, mad long arm reach. The nigga had the big bird arm, like the shit. Like I ain't get it. He choked homeboy out and he got up. But this is what I'm gonna say. When you play in the courts in New York, it depends on your legal representation. If your legal representation is better than this, you're going to win. It don't matter what you do. I know a nigga right now. You know what? I ain't even going to put it on here. You trying to keep it just that. You better than that, nigga. Nah, we ain't going to do it, man. I ain't going to do it to him, man. The New York court system is fucked up. That's all I'm going to say. It's fucked up. And, you got to have a good legal representation. They're going to try to sue them, though, and get the money. But that's not going to bring little Michael Jackson back. He ain't going to back. It's crazy. The only crazy thing that here's the crazy thing about it.
Okay.
The crazy thing that I'm going to end it off with is how New York City has become so numb to these different situations.
Okay.
People, dude got choked out. Okay, they did rally out there, but it's just another day. I mean, I'm not saying people got to mourn for it, but we've become, it's to the point where we've become numb to this shit now.
Mm.
Motherfuckers can die just like, oh shit, man.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the wild thing about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Well, Jackpot, I'm glad you're here because I want to announce our new wrestling show that we're going to have up. It's going to be a
wrestling
conversation. Yes, absolutely. It's going to be a big part of it.
I'm going to fuck with it.
A big part of it. It's called Turnbuckle Conversations. No wrestling. It's coming soon. It's going to be me, your man Osiris, and hopefully your man Jackpot right here.
Yeah, definitely be there, man.
We're going to be here every week with new wrestling info. We're deep in wrestling. Don't worry, we got y'all. We're going to take care of y'all. You understand me? Yeah. Now, before we go, I want to ask you, as a rapper, producer, as a CEO, in your opinion, what makes the perfect song? What's the key component you need for the perfect song? Because there's so many, like, a lot of people hear the music and they don't understand there's so many factors. You have the producing, the beat, the artist, tempo, the way the level of the artist.
I'm just gonna go and say chemistry because the beat can be great, lyrics can be great, but it's just more or less it's chemistry because it's like, like me as a producer dealing with different artists and stuff like that, it's like, you know what I'm saying? The chemistry gotta be right. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what make a perfect song is like, all that coming together because it's like, with this music shit, like, you don't know what you're getting, nigga. Like, you can, you chef, you just that third, whatever, you know what you're making. Half the time with a producer, you don't even know what you're making until it's made and then you got ideas and stuff like that. Yeah. And then, so it's a bunch of ideas that really come together that really make a good song. You feel what I'm saying? So it's really chemistry, like, you know what I'm saying? What comes out at that particular moment, it's like, when you put certain components together and it's going to explode, it's going to make what it's going to make, you know what I'm saying? Is it going to be a bomb or is it going to be gas, whatever it's going to be. But you know what I'm saying? Definitely chemistry. That's the only thing I can say. Because it don't necessarily have to be a good beat, good lyrics, or whatever the case may be. It's just a combination of just everything, vibes, and everything that included. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Jackpot, thank you for coming through, bro. But look, you already know you're part of the Gatekeepers family and stuff like that.
Of course, man. You already know, man.
I want you to tell the people where they can find your music, where they can find your tag, everything.
Oh, just type in JackpotP wherever you go. JackpotP on the gram, JackpotP on the book. I'm just starting to get into TikTok a little bit, so you know what I'm saying? It's going to take a while for me to get there, but I'm in all the stores, man. But if you really, really, really want to get me, go to SoundCloud. If you want to do it the freeway, go to SoundCloud. I still get paid off of SoundCloud streams. Go to my BeatStars page, beatstars.com/JackpotP. You find all my music for sale there. You know what I'm saying? If you want to buy it and actually have the music yourself, I suggest you go there. But other than that, I'm in all stores, iTunes, Spotify, all that good shit for a limited time now because eventually I'm not going to be on there. But for now, I'll let people rock out. Go ahead, stream, consume the music because I really just want people to hear the music anyway. It's not really about a monetary thing. But yeah, just go out there, consume it however you want to consume it. But yeah, I'm everywhere, man.
All right, people, you heard the man. Fortress 2 out now on all platforms. Please stream it. It's an amazing project. And again, look out for Turnbuckle Conversations, No Rest, with me, Osiris, and your boy JackpotP. Thank you so much for tuning in. Upper Level Productions. We up. Not the Gatekeepers.